Hey Scalers, welcome back to the channel. Does your legacy command base need a firmware update? Mine does. Stick around. I'll show you how I upgraded mine. Okay, so there's a few things we need before we get started with the firmware update. We're going to need the legacy base and the remote. We're going to need the Y cable that comes with your legacy. Going to need the module. It's a writable utility module. Also going to need a USB to serial port patch cable. And you're going to need a Windows PC with the legacy system utility program already loaded in that. Okay, for starters, you're going to take your RS-232 connector and you're going to plug it into your PC. You're going to take the other end of it and you're going to plug it into serial port, and then the other part is going to go into legacy base. Once that connection is complete, go ahead and run your legacy utility software. And I went and go ahead and did it, and now I can see here that I have a COM7. So we're going to click OK. And now we are communicating with the legacy utility system. Okay, so to back up the legacy base, we're going to go back here and click on Backup Database. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And we're going to see a series of blinks, and it will tell us once it is completed. If you can look down there, you can see the progress bar going down. So once this is done, this will save onto your computer. So you want to save this original file in case you ever want to go back to it. Okay, so now we're complete. And it's going to ask me to save the file. So I will save the file in a safe spot on the computer. Okay, once you back it up and save it to your computer, now you want to go back to the internet and go to the Lionel website and go into the legacy upgrades. And you want to pick the firmware version that you want to upload into your system. I am going with actually 1.6. I currently have 1.2 in here. I have already downloaded 1.6, so that's already on my system here. But this is what you would do. You would click in here and it would download a zip file, and you would go ahead and open up that zip file on your computer. Okay, now you're ready to copy over to the writable module. So the writable module is going to be inserted behind this rubber boot right here into the base of the legacy base. Okay, so now I have the writable module in the legacy base. You'll see it push in, and this is about how far it goes in. After you put in the writable module into the base, legacy base, you're going to come back to the software and you're going to click on Make Cab Module. Click that. It's going to take you to the computer, and you want to go back to where you downloaded your base files. So here we'll have the cab here, and I'm just going to click on that. And then you'll see it in progress there. So now we are writing the new updated cab module. So this is downloading to the writable module right now. As the module is loading, you'll see there's a blinking orange light there. That is normal. That is indicating that it is accepting the data. Okay, so now we have successfully written to the module. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. So now we're done. Now we are going to go back over here, and the next step is to take the module out of the base, and we're going to plug that into the cab remote and update the cab remote. Okay, with your cab 2 remote in the off position, take the writable module and put it in the, open up the back cover here and insert the module into the cab remote. Before I update the cab remote, I wanted to kind of show you, this is where I am right now. Turn the light on there. Oop. So if you press the CTC button twice, you'll see it says cab 1.2, base 1.2. So we have the updated version of the module in the writable module. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there right now, and we're going to update the cab. Okay, with the module in, we're going to hit the set button. You're going to hit the set button and press the CTC on. And once the red light starts flashing, now it is downloading the new software into the cab 2 remote. So now we're just going to let that finish loading. So now once it's done loading, it will turn itself off, and now it reboots. So if you look over here, now we just press the CTC. If you look here on the cab 1 remote up here, it shows 1.60 with the cab, the base 1.52. So now we're going to do the next step to that with the base part. Okay, so you want to pull out the writable module. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the base, turn off the remote, make sure that turns off completely, and then we'll come around here and pull out the module. Okay, so now we're going to plug the module back into the base. Once that is done, then you're going to go back to the computer, go back to the Lionel program, and then you're going to go back to the Lionel program, and then you're going to click make a base module. All right, so now we're going to click on base module. Okay, and now it has the software right there. We're just going to click on that, and you should see the progress. So now it is loading the base module into the writable module. And if you go over here, check, you'll see the flashing light here on the legacy. And now we're loading the base module. Okay, so now we're done uploading the module. There's a couple of things we need to do here before to update the base legacy. First, we're going to do is unplug it, remove the power. On the back side, you'll see a channel select button. We are going to hold this button in while you plug the power in. Once that is complete, you should see a yellow flashing light here, and these two outside lights should remain solid. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold that button down, and I'm going to plug it in right there, and now you'll see the yellow light is flashing, so now it is uploading to the base. Once that is complete, that light will turn off, and a couple other blinking lights will take effect, and we should be done. I think these lights should turn off. Okay, with all the lights stopped flashing, we can go ahead and check and see if everything went in all right. We'll go ahead and turn the cab on, cab 2 remote. Press it one more time to get, and if you can see there, you'll see it says 1.6 and let me see, and 1.6. So we successfully updated the legacy base and cab 2 remote. So now I'm going to go ahead and power this down and pull the writable module off and put all the rubber boots back in and take the controller back out to the layout. Okay, so we're out here at the car barn, got the legacy base mounted. I got the cab 2 remote in hand here. Put a couple of old engines that I have out here. I got an NW2 Southern Pacific 8503, and then the 260 Mogul number 86. 86 is probably about 10 years old, and the NW2 Switcher. If you look on some of my other video, I show a video on how I upgraded this to TMCC, so I'm able to operate both these engines on the Cab 2 remote. All right, this about wraps it up for this episode. Comments are welcome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the bell, and I'll notify you of new videos coming out. Until next time, see ya.